I can promise you one thing. If you meet a business owner, regardless to what industry they're in, and they're telling you that, hey, I built my business, I built it this way, and there was never any stress, there was never any problems, I can promise you that that person is lying to you. And really, this industry is really no different. Now, from a financial standpoint, I'm supposed to tell you that everything is great. Everything is going to be good once you get into this business or once you buy my thing that I'm selling, right? Financially, I'm supposed to tell you that, but the truth is that's really not the truth. If this is your first time seeing me, my name is Marcus Crockett. Welcome to Clean Things Solutions, where we take all of the guesswork out of how to start and grow your commercial cleaning business. If you get value out of this video, I'm gonna ask you, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you're already subscribed to the channel, make sure you click on the notification bell, scroll down to all. That way you're gonna see all of the new content that's coming out. Yes, it is true, this industry can be tough, but in this video, I'm going to show you how I deal with those things and how I'm able to use it as fuel to get more business and even have our customers give us additional business. But with all of that said, let's get into it. Okay, so think about like back when we were like 4 or 5 years old, from kindergarten all the way up to high school, or even after high school, even in our regular jobs. Our day is structured the same way, right? School mirrors, work, where we wake up in the morning, we go to work or school, we be there for a few hours, we get a 15-minute break, work some more, get a 30-minute break, work some more, get a 15-minute break, then it's time to go home, right? It's structured that way for a reason. I don't exactly know the reason, but here's what I do know. That when I started my journey as an entrepreneur, like not a side hustle, like really an entrepreneur, really out here, really doing it for real, it's like opening up a big warehouse and a big empty warehouse and expected to build something, right? It's up to me to build this thing. And, what happens is a lot of the time as entrepreneurs, especially in the beginning, we'll go inside of this big building, this big warehouse, this world of entrepreneurship, and we don't have the tools. We don't have the blueprints. We don't have the guys, and we're hammering on different things we're not supposed to be hammering on and trying to just figure things out, right? Very few of us make it. Most people, what happens is, they end up, quitting after a certain amount of time, and then they'll go back to that traditional model, right? So where all of this comes into play is like, okay, I figured out how to build some stuff, right? I'm able to build some stuff, but there's still a lot of stress that comes with it. There's different things that, that I don't know. There's different things that I'm trying to figure out. It comes with stress, just like anything, right? Just like your regular job. I don't want to get too far off topic, but I got to make this point before I go on. If I'm going to be stressed out about work, I would much rather be stressed out about being an entrepreneur and dealing with entrepreneurial problems than stressed out about, my 9 to 5. Well, my 9 to 5, I'm never building equity in. I can't pass it on to nobody. With entrepreneur stuff, obviously, we all know the truth, right? You can pass it on as equity. You can sell it. You can do whatever, right? But back to the point, because I don't want to get too far off track. I was able to build up some stuff, and I'm able to be able to show my work, right? I got work. I got a certain level of success, I guess you would say, but it still was stressful. There were still things that were stressful. So what it took me to realize, and this is something that I'm sharing with you, and I hope that you get value out of this, the model, the old model, the school model, the work model, I don't know why it's created that way, but somebody knows why, and they did it that way for a reason. What if we took that model and applied it to our productivity when it comes to work, right? Or it comes to our business? This is what I was able to do. So everything in my business now is compartmentalized as far as when am I going to spend time working on, marketing? When am I going to spend time training a VA on a new process that I've been thinking about, that I've been coming up? When is my window of time for making sure that, all of the other things in the business are done the way they're supposed to be done logistically, or all the gloves and all this getting ordered? Is my operations manager doing what they're supposed to do? How are we looking with hiring? How are we looking with each and everything has a compartment now. The same way, you would go in 6th grade, you got math, social studies, English, whatever, right? Everything has a compartment, and that takes away so much stress. Now, I said in the beginning of the video, and again, I'm not going to make this too long, but I said in the beginning of the video how that allows me to be able to fuel, it fuels me to be able to set up situations where my clients are now able to give us, more business, right? They'll send us more business, we'll keep business. Really what it boils down to is, I don't know who's all like me, right? Maybe you're like me, but when I'm stressed, I will make quick decisions and I'm not fully thinking, and sometimes it's not really the best decision, right? This is how I am. Structuring my day, it makes things so much better, right? Minimizing the stress in your business is going to be huge. When I'm dealing with a prospect now, let's not talk hypothetically. I have a new client that we picked up maybe about a month and a half, 2 months ago. This is a birthing center, right? This is where they send the the midwives. The midwives are there, and then the patients come in, they give birth, and this is a new account that we picked up. Now, when I went in, I'm like, okay, this is a birthing center. I never did this before, but I know the basics on what we need to do to make sure that our clients are happy and that the places are clean. But this is a little bit outside of my wheelhouse. So as we're talking and she's explaining different things, and one of my biggest questions, especially when we're dealing with medical, is who's going to take care of like all the bodily fluids and biohazards and all those different things. And they have their process for taking care of that. It's like, okay, so this really shouldn't be too far outside of what we normally do. But as she starts talking about like ambiotic fluids and this and that, it's like I have to tell you, listen. I know how to do, the basics on what we're talking about, but I'm lost on some of the stuff that you're telling me. If I was operating out of stress and out of necessity, like I need this account, I would have just told her, yeah, we could do that. No, they have a completely different process that they go through. They have different chemicals that they have to use. And I'm being honest and open with her and letting her know, like, all of this other stuff I can do, we can take care of, no problem. But we're moving into a different area. You gotta be patient with me because I can't have these kind of conversations because I just don't know, right? There's things that I don't know. And, because I'm honest, because I'm not stressed, it was one of those situations where it's like, you know what? Okay, I know that you guys don't have experience doing this, but I like you. I like the fact that you're honest. I like the fact that, you're genuine, you're down to earth. We end up getting that account, and now we're in the process of getting another one of their facilities. So it all boils down to, not having to operate out of necessity and just minimizing the stress level as much as you can. We did another walkthrough, and this one is way outside of my comfort zone, right? We did a walkthrough for it's a cement company. No, it's concrete. Yeah, it's a cement company. They take the concrete, make the cement. So it's a cement company, and we can do it, right? But now they're talking about having different certifications. You need an MSHA certification. I don't even know what MSHA was, right? You need this certification, even though it's not a mining zone. It's considered mining due to, for all the federal guidelines or whatever. I had to tell them, like, wait a minute, hold on, like, we can do the basic stuff that you're asking us to do, but I don't know what MSHA is. I can see where your problem is. I can show you where we need to fix it. But in order for me to help, I'm open. I don't know. What is that? And the fact that I, stopped mid walkthrough and asked these questions is like, Marcus, people just want the money. And it's a lot of money. And I tell them, like, maybe we can work together, but maybe we're not right. And if we're not right, let me learn, right? And we can go our own way. But because I'm honest and I wasn't stressed out and I wasn't operating out of a place of necessity, he's able to educate me and let me know, hey, we got 2 other people that are bidding on this account. But before you even submit your numbers, I already like you. If what you're saying is true, your company can come in and do all these different things. You're going to have a good shot. And it just comes back down to just being honest and open and upfront, letting them know where our strengths are, what our weaknesses are. If I don't know something, no big deal. Like, I'll learn it. Or you can, they can go with another company, whatever works. But I don't want to ever put myself in a situation where it's like, I got to have this, I got to have it, because I'm stressed in all these other areas when it comes to business. So that's it, guys. That's my 2 things. Another thing that I definitely do want to put out, as you're a new entrepreneur, or if you've been in entrepreneurship, for a year, 2 years, and you're inside of that, warehouse or whatever, and you're trying to figure things out, and there's no one in there really to talk to, guys, join our Inner Circle. The Inner Circle is our Facebook group. It's free to join, doesn't cost you anything. There are people in there you can bounce ideas off of, ask questions to. I'm always available. I'm a DM away, so you can definitely message me that way, pick my brain. I'll be able to answer your questions and help you where I can. I'm not saying that I know all of it, but I'll be able to help where I can. Also, too, don't forget the executive course is available. The link is in the description. Guys, that's it for today's video. Like I say, in the game of business, spectators only watch. Hustlers get into the game so they can win. I'm always dropping jewels, but the only way to be in position to pick them up is you got to like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, my name is Marcus Crockett. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.